Good morning, children. Once again, we start the same chapter, Motion and Time, in which we were talking about the types of speed. The speed of an object tells about how fast it moves. In that, we listed out four types of speed. They are uniform speed, non-uniform speed, average speed, and instantaneous speed. These are the four types of speed. We discussed in detail about the uniform speed and the non-uniform speed. Uniform speed means when an object moves, the speed of the object is same, is constant throughout the motion. Then we say it is in uniform motion or uniform speed. And a non-uniform speed, if the speed is not same throughout the motion, that speed may increase continuously or decrease continuously. In that case, we say it is in non-uniform speed or non-uniform motion. In non-uniform motion, the object covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. In our daily life, all the motions which are taking place, mostly they are non-uniform motion, non-uniform speed. Because uniform speed, it has to be maintained by taking some conditions. For example, on the highway, if no vehicle is there and you are traveling in a vehicle, which is only the vehicle traveling on this road, there is no speed breaker, nothing. In that case, you can maintain that your vehicle is traveling with a constant speed. Otherwise, if you are traveling in this city, traffic, crowded city, in that you cannot travel with a constant speed because somewhere you can find the crowd is free, somewhere the crowd is heavy. In these situations, your vehicle cannot travel with the same speed, so your motion is non-uniform. And in this non-uniform motion, suppose if anything is traveling in a particular direction from one point to another point, in that case, it covers unequal distance in equal interval of time. In that motion, if the vehicle started its motion, moved for some distance for some time, then for the same interval of time, the distance covered may be smaller or greater. Then during the motion, the object may come to rest for some time. Then it moves. So in this way, in the equal interval of time, if the distance covered is not same, so throughout the motion, the object was in non-uniform motion. The speed is non-uniform. But anyhow, after reaching the final point, after reaching the destination, mostly we say that the object was traveling with this much of speed. We are saying frequently. If we take this as an example, a car is moving and we say the car was traveled with this much of speed. But during the whole interval, the speed was different. But at the final point, at the destination point, we say something, the car was traveling with this speed. Then how is it possible? That speed which we are mentioning at that last point, it was not the actual speed of that car. That speed is actually, he's saying that average speed. So average speed is nothing but average speed. It is equal to just the ratio of total distance traveled. Total distance traveled upon total time. Total time. If you know the total distance traveled in between these 2 points, in between these 2 points, how much distance is traveled in how much interval, that is not required. What is the total distance traveled in the given time, or how much time is taken? If you know that, then the speed calculated will be the average speed. So in our daily life, mostly we are spelling out this average speed of any vehicle, either bike, car, bus, or anything. We always say this average speed, not the actual speed, because the actual speed is not constant in our daily life. So by taking this, we can calculate the average speed. Then the next one, instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed means, from the word itself, instant. Instant means at that particular moment. That is the instant. So instantaneous speed means the speed of an object at that particular moment. When you travel in a vehicle, suppose you are traveling in your car, in that the speedometer, when the car is at rest, the needle, the pointer shows 0. As the car is moving, you can see that the movement of this pointer, sometimes it shows 20, sometimes it goes to 40, sometimes it goes to 60, and then it may come back to 40 also, it may come back to 20, then it goes to 30. In this way, the pointer moves to and fro and shows any value. But at any particular instant, when you observe this pointer, whatever the value shown by the pointer, suppose at the moment you are seeing the pointer, it shows 40, that means 40 kilometer per hour is the speed of your vehicle at that particular instant. So instantaneous means the moment you are seeing the speedometer and the value shown by that meter is the instantaneous speed. So instantaneous speed, speed of object at that particular instant. That is the instantaneous speed. So if you talk about the speedometer, it is used to measure the speed of a vehicle. And it shows which speed: uniform speed, non-uniform speed, average speed, or instantaneous speed. Among these 4 speeds, the speedometer shows the instantaneous speed only. It is not giving uniform speed, non-uniform speed, or average speed. It gives the instantaneous speed, because at every instant it is changing, the pointer is changing the location, so it gives the instantaneous speed. But the overall distance traveled, that is covered, that is noted, recorded in another device, odometer. So these are about the 4 types of speed: uniform, non-uniform, average, and the instantaneous speed. Now, the one important thing in this description of motion, we have to move further. That's this motion, either it is uniform motion or non-uniform motion, average, instantaneous, whatever be the types of motion, uniform motion or non-uniform motion, this motion of object must be represented in the graph. Because in physics, the graphical